Ubiquiti just released the G6 Pro entry, and at the same $379 price tag as the G3 Reader Pro, I think it makes the old model really hard to justify. So today we're going to be replacing the G3 Reader Pro with the G6 Pro entry, and I want to see what actually changed and whether or not it's worth upgrading from the G3 Reader Pro. This thing has been serving us well for years, but with the new features we have on the G6 Pro entry, I thought it was a great time to perform the upgrade. So basically how this will work is we're gonna have this against the wall, we'll have the mounting plate that comes with the Pro entry, and then we'll have the Pro entry on top of that. And there's plenty of room for the cable as well as the weather cover, which the biggest benefit to this device is it's flush mounted. So unlike the G3 Pro reader, we actually have a flush mount on this one, so you don't have to inset it into the wall at all. You can just leave it as is. All right, so we're gonna take the reader off now. This again is the G3 Pro reader, which has had zero problems, but now that we have the G6 Pro entry reader, I think that is gonna be a nice upgrade for us. And I just realized I'm not gonna be able to get back in the door now that this is unplugged, but we'll figure that out. We do have a wedge mount right now because that was the best orientation for this. All right, so we pulled off the old plate. Okay, so now we have the back plate on, and that is up on the wall pretty sturdily. So now we're gonna put the cover on, which sounds like reverse order from what it should be, but trust me on this one, we're gonna put the cover on over this and make this look all nice and tidy. And then on top of the cover is where we're gonna actually put the angle mount. So we'll go like this, and this will mount basically just like this. And the mount is now up. You'll see that it is nice and sturdy on the wall. So now it's just a matter of getting the reader actually hooked onto this. And there's a screw on the bottom to kind of keep that in. That way you can't unplug that on purpose or accidentally. We're gonna plug in the reader and make sure the weather seal is on because we are outdoors. So we're gonna cover this up and make sure the cable is nicely fastened. And then we'll screw in the screw here on the bottom to lock this in. And here you go, you'll see the infrared lights are turned on and it is saying ready to adopt. The doorbell light is flashing. At first glance, it does look a lot better already than the white reader did. There is a light on the top as well, so this is gonna look really good when we try this out here in a few minutes at nighttime. So this adopts just like the G6 entry, so you adopt it into UniFi Protect, and then of course it shows up in UniFi Access as long as you're installing it on the same console. And once it's in, it's very straightforward. The nicest thing that I saw about this transition was that anybody who had access to this specific door on UniFi Access still has access because it's not tied to the reader, it's tied to the hub. So I don't have to change any access policies or anything like that. It already switched over automatically. So the camera is adopted and it looks like daytime. You guys probably saw when we were outside a few minutes ago that it's dark outside, but the camera makes it look like it's daytime, which is cool. We can switch over to the package camera on here and you'll see a nice view of the ground, which a lot of cameras miss, and even the G3 Pro readers miss the ground. So I'm excited to see the package camera view. So this is the Access reader installed. It has the screen already enabled with the writing of what door it is, which is kind of cool. And we can of course tap on the middle of the screen with our watch to unlock the door. So this is what the audio and camera sounds like from the G6 Pro entry. There is a light that is an LED light to light me up. And of course we have the package light at the bottom so I can wave down there. If we click on the doorbell button, we can ring the doorbell. And it's gonna go through the call tree and ring the people that it's going to ring. I'm gonna cancel that for now. We're gonna head inside and take a look at the settings of this device. Welcome. So we're here on the interface designer, which is how you change the interface on the doorbell. And we can go in here and switch to the student cafe entry. We actually have a new option here on the status bar, which we have time and we have weather. So we can enable those to show and display the time, and we can display the weather, which is pretty cool. We can also set our access methods on here, set our background, etc. So this device does support the doorbell calling feature just like any of the other Pro readers do. So because it has the doorbell button, you can press the button on it and it will ring the select group of people that you have set up to call. You can do this based on time of day. You can do this based on the user, if it's on Do Not Disturb or not. All that stuff is available through the doorbell call feature. And this is great for an entrance device like this. So in this specific example, there is a school that meets here in the church certain days of the week. So we can set this up so during those days and during those times, they will actually get the calls from whoever's at the door. Versus the secretary in the main office or whatever. They don't need to get those calls because the school can let people in at their own discretion. So now that it's installed, what do I think and what are my final thoughts? I think this is an awesome device and I'm really excited to see that this is only $379. It may seem like a lot, but you have to remember the G3 Reader Pro is also $379. For the same price tag, what you're getting is a 12 megapixel 5K camera on the main camera. You also get the package camera, you get the light on it, you get the circular design, which is a new design. The sensor is better better in lower light, and you get a smaller screen, but you also have the doorbell button that is a physical button. And from what I've seen, as people use our G3 Reader Pros and G3 Intercom, is they much prefer the physical button over the software button on the screen. So even with our G3 Intercom that we have on the main entrance, I've noticed people press that button a lot more than they press the buttons on the other readers, because it's just a button on the screen, and that's harder for people to read because apparently people can't read instructions. But of course, they can see the doorbell button, and that's what they press to place a call. And I like how this does integrate with Unified Talk. It integrates just like any of the other Pro readers do, like I mentioned earlier. I really do appreciate how all of these Access readers that Ubiquiti has are pretty much drop-in replacements for each other. And that's obviously excluding the retrofit readers, but the fact that it's just an Ethernet cable away from replacing it if somebody breaks it, or, you know, if it goes bad, it's really nice to see how easy it is to actually drop this in. Like I mentioned earlier, the door in the policies automatically followed through with this new reader because it's tied to the door hub, not the reader. And I think that functionality is phenomenal, how you can easily replace the device. I'm really curious to see how much this device gets used more than the G3 Reader Pro did in terms of how many people actually ring the doorbell. I think there's been a lot of scenarios where people don't know that they can actually press the button on the screen where they don't read it. So I'm excited to see this additional functionality get used heavily in our environment. I do think it's really hard to justify buying the G3 Reader Pro at this point in time just because of how functional this device is. In terms of touchscreen, obviously it's a smaller touchscreen size, but I'm not sure that the bigger touchscreen size matters for most environments. I'm curious to see what you guys think about the device. There's a lot of different applications for it, as always, so I would love to see how you guys are using this in your environment. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you all in the next video.